Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I think it's still morning. This is Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today is the 6th of July. I hope everyone that celebrates Independence Day in the U.S. had a great holiday. I know I did. Um, Excuse me, I'm trying to get over a little bit of a cough and cold, so if I start hacking, just bear with me for a second. I'm going to try to make this quick, but I have a couple of things I want to talk about. One is my new current WIP. It's almost done. Well, several of them, I guess, are almost done. I am doing the dishcloth crochet along. So the first week came out, and it's just a real simple, basic cloth. So I am doing this in the Premier Home, I think it's called Orange. Yep, Premier Home Orange. This was a full, let's see, it's a 4-weight, and this was a full 700 yards in this. 15% polyester, 85% cotton, and I've made 7 because some of these will be for Christmas gifts, just as like a little, if you need a gift for someone, and some will be specific people, some will just be on hand. But I'm gonna I think there's gonna be 9 total in the crochet along, so I'm gonna do a whole series for each person. Obviously I have to weave in the ends. And this is going to get a scrubby border. So this is Dreamweaver yarn that I picked up that I have a scrubby border to go with, which is why I picked the orange, because I don't have yellow and pink, which is also in this scrubby yarn. That's my honey. So that's what needs to be left on here. Now she did it, I believe this is Fiber Flux that's doing this crochet along. Yep. She's doing it with a smaller hook than I am. I'm using a 6mm, and I think she's doing a 5 or 5.5mm, but I'm doing a 6. And when she does the granny, she has you chain up, start with a chain of 5, and so that's your first, well, I guess actually would be your last stitch on the corner, and then the chain 2, and then 2 double crochets and go along your row, and then come back and you've got just 1 double crochet to make the 2 at the corner. Does that, and then so you count up 5, and then you still have the 2 to make the corner, and so then you come up and you do that again. So all of her start on the corner, and I did that the first one, but I kept having my counts off because, you know, it's just a single, it's just a double crochet all the way across, and, you know, for the solid granny, hers is tighter than mine because she has a smaller hook, but I'm okay with that. But doing it her way, I would just be like crocheting along, and the next thing you know, I'm 2 rows up, and I'm like, why do I have 2 corners on 1 corner? Because I kept forgetting that I'm starting in like the end of this side instead of the beginning of this side. Do you know what I'm saying? It's great in philosophy, but in practicality for me, way too much thinking. So so mine, after the first one, don't do that. They come up in the middle somewhere, and everybody that I'm giving these to won't know or care. So, that's my new work in progress. I don't have any finished objects to show you. I just have more works in progress. I have not worked on the other 2. I need 2 more for the floral crochet along. I wasn't feeling good, and there was the holiday, so I didn't crochet on the holiday. And then I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't do a lot of crocheting. I didn't do much of anything yesterday. I actually napped, and I never nap, so you know, I wasn't feeling good then, but I'm better today, so all the napping helped. So now the second thing, oh, and before I forget, I'm going to go off on these other tangents, but before I forget, I do want to say I have made it over 600. Yay, yay, yay. I'm so excited for that. Thank you all who are subscribed to my channel, my long-term subscribers and my new subscribers. I appreciate it so very much. It's 750. We'll do another, you know, subscriber giveaway for count, you know, because of subscriber count. So if you have not subscribed, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that little bell. All that's so helpful. I appreciate it a great deal. So I did want to thank everyone and give us all a cheer for the making it over the 600. I was getting a little concerned there for a minute. I'm like, gosh, I'm not putting out enough good videos or what, I don't know. So that's that piece of business. Then I am expecting some yarn from Premier. And so some of that yarn, I already have stuff in mind for. Don't mind my dog. My honey's outside and she doesn't know how to deal with the fact that somebody's outside, even if it's wrong. Lacey, hush! Lacey! So, oh well. So here's the story. I have, you know, everybody has project bags. So this is my dishcloths. This is their project bag. And everybody keeps a journal, or I think most people do. I've learned to do, I was doing that before I heard of other people doing it, just so I knew what I was doing, or what I had done. Excuse me. I don't read patterns. So everything that I do, that I have done from tutorials on YouTube. Everything that I crochet. So I have these huge playlists, and I think everyone can see them. Because my stuff is all public. You have to be public on your settings, and it's just a YouTube setting thing, but you have to be public or no one can see that you're even on Facebook, I mean on YouTube, I don't think. But when YouTubers, this is just a piece of information, when YouTubers check to see if you're subscribed to win a giveaway, if you're not subscribed, I mean if you're not public, they can't see that you're subscribed to their channel. And they will pass you up on because it's a requirement of most giveaways to be subscribed. And it's for their there's the giveaways are for people that are subscribed, not just people looking to, oh, I'm going to watch this video, get in on the gift, and get the heck out. So they do look for that. And so you have to go into your settings on YouTube and make it public in order for everyone to see, including the YouTube giveaway people. Excuse me. So, bottom line, everyone, I'm public, so everyone can see everything that I'm doing on YouTube, which means you can see my things that I'm subscribed to, and the damn sinuses. Pardon me again. But you can see the things that I'm subscribed to and the playlists that I've created. So I have playlists of so many craziness. There's so many things that I can, oh, I'm going to make this, oh, I really like that. I have new stitches in a playlist. I have crochet tops in a playlist. I have blankets and baby blankets, scarves, just all these different playlists. One of the playlists is things that I just got to make. That's what I titled it. And everything in there is something like, oh God, I really want to make that. There's like 140 different things in there. Probably never get to that. I mean, all 140, let's be serious. Maybe by the time I'm 95. So, I scroll through, I'm like, oh, I want to make that, I want to make that, I want to make that. I have the yarn for that, I just need to make that, I just need to get to that one. And then other things come along, and oh, I'm going to make that first, and I'm going to make that first. Generally, the things that are in there that I just got to make that I haven't made are things that are for me. Or things that I'm like really nervous to try because it's like a big project or I need measurements for it. So my granddaughter, there's a couple of, I want to make she wants me to make her a cardigan, my 16-year-old granddaughter, Chloe. I've never made a cardigan, like a big regular cardigan, oversized, long, but I need her measurements, I think, to do that. So you have to, you know, she's much smaller than I am. And I keep always forgetting to get her measurements, even though I see her several times a week. But she has picked out yarn that I don't think is enough, and we need to go over that again. But anyway, so I have my WIP bags. This is where this is all going. I have my WIP bags, like everybody does. And so, and I have my journal that when I start a project or when I complete it, I write it in the journal. This is who it was for. This is what yarn I used. This is what hook I used. This is which tutorial it was. When I finish that tutorial, then I have a playlist that I said things I made. And so that goes over into that. So that if I ever want to make it again, it's in there and it's in my notes and I don't have to look for the tutorial. I know which one it is. Harder than in that one playlist. So now I'm starting something new. In my crochet WIP bag, I'm putting a piece of paper and it's telling me what the project was, who the project, you know, what. Same thing I'm going to put in the journal eventually, so I think I'll just stick this in the journal when I'm done. Yarns I'm using, if I have special notes that I want to keep on it, I'm going to just write it on this piece of paper. And so I have plenty of space to do that with. And all the yarns that I'm going to use are going to stay in this WIP bag. Dang, I should have brought a glass of water with me. Sorry about that again. So now the new thing that I've decided is I have these yarns picked out for stuff, and they're in all over. This whole shelf back here that you can't see. Oh, I'll get up. Everything on that shelf is a work in progress that hasn't started. So they're future WIPs. But I have the yarn. I know what pattern, but I haven't had the time to start it yet, let alone finish it. And I have several of those, which, so not everything that I have here doesn't have a purpose. Some of it does. So I decided today, this morning, that, well, actually, I think I started it a little bit yesterday. I am creating WIP bags with notes. So let me get this one because it's small. This is a small WIP bag. I put the yarn in it. I'm going to use this Cotton Fair Multi yarn. It'll be the first time that I use this yarn. It'll be the first time that I work with a number 2 weight yarn. This is Cotton Fair. And on the hook crochet, just finished her, right here, her Busy Bee top. Now, she did this in a double crochet. She does not have a pattern, so I don't think I'm going to get on this one right away. But she's got me excited to make it because it's just, I like want to do a variation. She's got a scoop neck. I don't think mine's going to be that way. But she gives direction. If any of you have not seen her, you really need. She's really, really easy to listen to, easy to understand. She makes making wearable crochet sound really easy to do, which is why I have this WIP bag. This is the future project WIP bag. I want to see how that works for me. I'm hoping that because now I have real works in progress and now future works in progress in bags with, this is the tutorial that goes with it, and I have created a new playlist that's future WIPs or something like the WIP bags or something like that. I've titled it. So the yarn is in the bag. The tutorial is written down, you know, whose tutorial, where I'm going to find it. Everything that I need is in the bag. I just need to grab the bag, sit down with the tutorial, and work on just like if it was already a work started. So I'm hoping that that'll get me getting through some of the projects that I already have yarn for with specific ideas on what to do. Now, obviously I didn't put the ones on the shelf because I love the way the shelf looks. So the shelf is staying with those particular yarns on them right now. maybe after this box of Premier comes in that I have coming, that might change because I might need to take those down to put up the new yarn. I don't know. So I have several bags now of work in progress ready to go. I'm ready to start, I should say. So I'm hoping that that helps me move a little quicker. I don't know. I don't know if it will, but it's a shot, and I'm wondering, does anybody else do stuff like that? It has freed me up a little space here and there. Not much, but my bins of yarn have emptied a great deal. So that's the next thing I wanted to talk about. Then I have one more thing, and I hope you're hanging in here for this, because this is probably, I think, something that could be really kind of fun and exciting and might work, actually. I don't know. So, as we all know, I do not know how to read a pattern. Part of the reason that I even started this YouTube channel is because I wanted to learn from and with other crocheters on a more one-on-one. I wanted to share all of everything, share my progress in growth in learning to crochet. So I want to learn to read a pattern with you and make something from a pattern together. So when I first started the channel, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just go on YouTube and learn together. And I'm like, well, how do you really do that? So I've really been giving it a great deal of thought for a couple of months now. And this is my thought process. And I need in the comments for you, all of you, to give me your ideas and your thoughts. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I want to go to a free pattern, get a free downloadable pattern. Excuse me. And I'm thinking Premier. I'm going to go to Premier Yarns and get a free downloadable pattern. Something very easy, just maybe a couple row repeat, maybe something small using like one skein or two skeins of a worsted weight yarn. Something easy to access, pattern that won't be too hard. I'm picking Premier because they are subscribed to my station. I can't believe that. Premier subscribed to my YouTube channel. I about had a heart attack when I saw that. I thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like to my husband, look, look. And he's like, who's that? I'm like, honey, duh, that's Premier. So then I say to my daughter, look who subscribed to my station. On my YouTube channel. There it is. Look, Premier Yarns. And she's like, who are they? Like, you guys are so silly. So then I start showing them, see, Premier, Premier, Premier. They're like, oh yeah, you get a lot of that. I'm like, yeah. So anyway, I'm thinking, let's go to Premier Yarns, look for maybe like a shawlette or simple cowl scarf that we would do with like a worsted weight yarn. So I think I want to go there, look for a couple of different ones. And if anyone wants to do this, then we'll look for a couple different patterns and we'll have a vote. Whatever vote wins is the pattern that we'll do. You can pick out your yarn. And then on like maybe a Sunday afternoon, so let's say this week, look at this video, decide, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'm an experienced crocheter. I'll help. I'll help teach you. Answer questions, whatever. Or put in there, I have no clue what I'm doing, like me, and let's try to figure this out together. Cool, I'll be there. Or this is the stupidest idea ever. I'm going to watch you guys and laugh my butt off. That's cool too. So I'm thinking next week, put in your comments. I'd like to participate. I don't want to participate. I can help. I'm just there to learn, or I'm just there to laugh. I don't care. In the meantime, I'll go to Premier and look for a couple of different patterns and put them up next week and say, you like this, you like this, 1, 2, or 3. We'll have a vote. If you want to do this, if you think it might work out, I'm thinking like on a Sunday afternoon, we'll sit down and we'll start going through it a little together. You crochet it as we go, just until we get through the first like set of repeats. So if you have questions, you can type them in and say, what the heck does this mean? You can, I'll be really good at, so does that mean I go in this stitch or I go in this stitch? Is this what I'm doing here? And we can give feedback back and forth. Get us through a simple, like 2-row repeat, maybe 3, you know, depending on a pattern. I'm thinking a little more difficult than just double crochet back and forth, something a little, you know, more than that, but not much more than that, because we're beginners. So I don't want the pattern to be too complicated to read or follow easily, which is also why I'm saying something very simple, basic, for a first time on going live, because I've never gone live. So I'd have to go live. I'd have to have people to like be there to help to figure it out. I'm not even sure. I know on larger channels, they go live, they can't even read the comments because they're going so fast. So maybe I'll have my daughter here and she could be on my laptop looking while I'm recording, and she could help read the comments for me. You know, so that everybody gets their questions answered, and the people that are answering to help, you know, I think I'll try to get her to do that, or my granddaughter, either one. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. It sounds like it could maybe work, maybe be fun, and hopefully be informative and helpful. So I'm just thinking if we got through the first set of repeats, and then come back next week, same time, same channel kind of thing, and see how everybody's doing. Because then, you know, once you get through it once, and then you come back, if you have questions, we go through them again. And there's my Charm Grammy crochet group. We can always post questions and pictures on that. So if you're not a member and you want to do this, definitely become a member, because that'll also be able to be a good forum in between the live chats to see how we're doing, if we have questions that we might need to bring up, or hey, this is working out really great, can we do a new pattern, and somebody pick a new pattern. Excuse me. So that's the big thing that I really wanted to talk about today, and I probably should have started with that, but I didn't. So now this video has gotten very long, and please again forgive all my coughing. I thought I would be able to explain that faster than what I did, so I apologize for that. But I think it could be really fun, informative, and worth a shot. I don't know that anybody on YouTube has done this before. Maybe there's a reason that they don't do that, because it doesn't work out so well. Excuse me. But worst scenario, you wasted some time. Best scenario, you come out with a little more knowledge than what you did, or you've helped people, and that can also be helpful to your own soul. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Leave me comments. And let's see if we can do this. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.